What is going on, my fellow YouTubers? So as you can see from the title of the video, today we're going to be reviewing the Bear Creek Arsenal 10.5 side charging upper chambered in 7.62 by 39. I'm just gonna say something that no one would say at the end of the video, but I'm gonna say it now. Get it. Get this upper. Please get this fucking upper. This thing is so fucking amazing. I bought a Bear Creek Arsenal 7.62 by 39 upper before. That was a 16-inch barrel upper, and I still have it. But this is 10.5 inch. So as you can tell, it doesn't have a stock on it because this is a pistol. Just throwing this out there for people who want to get this and don't know laws too well. You will get hemmed the fuck up if you get caught with this upper with a stock on it without an SBR tax stamp from the ATF or AF, or whatever the fuck it is. You have to e-file it. I think it's a Form 1. So just throwing that out there so you motherfuckers don't just go out there, slap it on a lower, and then, I don't know, you get pulled over or something and the cop searches your fucking car and then he sees this with a stock on it. Where's your tax stamp? What's that? You're going to fucking jail to up to 10 years and a $10,000 fine. So just throwing that out there real quick. So as I said before, it's a side charger. I thought this was going to give me a pain in the ass. I thought this was going to fuck me up a little bit because all the rotational mass, I mean, not the rotational mass, but the bolt constantly, going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, thought it was going to loosen up. It hasn't, but then again, I fucking, whatchamacallit, I thought ahead, and I was like, all right, well, let's try to do things that I found were a little quirky with my other Bear Creek Arsenal upper, and let's unfuck it. So, for instance, these screws, there's 6 of them. These 2 were loose when I first got this out of the box. Cool, whatever. I didn't shoot this gun right out of the box. I did a whole bunch of pre-check flight shit, and so far she's running perfectly fine. Another thing that you guys would see in my other video, my Bear Creek Arsenal upper, there were the set screws. This is not pinned down. These have set screws. This upper has 5 set screws. So what I did is I took one out, put Loctite on it, put it back in. Did all 5 of them. Because my other upper, the gas block walked on me. And I was wondering why I turned my semi-automatic into a bolt action, because no gas was getting back here. So what I did with the side charger with the handle is when you take this off, normally there is a screw that can come out of the charging handle part. What I did was I put JB Weld down in there and I shoved the screw in there. So now instead of taking it's so weird that I have these out here. Instead of taking something like this to take the charging handle off, or using a hex key to take the bolt out of the bolt, to take the screw out of the bolt, it's all one piece now. So I could just, and there she is. All right. So that's something to think about when you're doing this, because I think if it's not into the charging handle, it's not with the charging handle, you need a hex key to take it off. When I first got mine, my shit was loose, so I spun it off, JB welded it, and I carried on with the rest of my day. Things about this upper that I absolutely love are, you're gonna love this. They kind of made the bolt stop, bolt release kind of flush. And I'm like, oh man, that's such a cool feature. But I guess they did that so it wouldn't snag on anything. But yet here's this aftermarket big ass handle. So, don't know about that one. But it's pretty cool. It's nice, streamlined, awesome sauce. Topped off Bushnell TRS 25, as most of my rifles are. I really wish I would have brought this configuration, obviously with a stock in the military, because I'm going to show you something for those who don't know. This is a .556 round. This is what the military uses right now. This is what the military used when I was in. This is 7.62 by 39. You're going from a 22 caliber projectile to a 30 caliber projectile. I'd rather shoot someone with this than this. And we're not talking about stopping power, because you can shoot someone in the face with either of these and they're dead. But I definitely would prefer a 30 caliber round. Now, I'm not knocking 5.56 or anything at all. I actually have my Ruger NPR right here. All right. This has an 18-inch barrel, hence why it has a stock on it. Let's see if I can get them both in the picture. Okay. Yeah, you could see a humongous difference in the barrel lengths. So obviously you're gonna lose a little bit of accuracy when it comes to the shorter barrel. I don't think I'm going to use this for anything long range. That's why I topped it off with a red dot. The NPR is topped off with a Sonic King the 4x scope. You know, it kind of reminds me of deploying with an ACOG, which was a 4x as well. So I kind of love it. It's extremely accurate. Okay, let's see what else. We have magazines. Magazines for these are obviously going to be different. And normally I don't do this, but I'm not unloading this magazine just to make sure everybody's, you know, happy, hunky-dory. It's clear. This magazine is not going in this gun at all. But you can tell this magazine is a little bit different, just like in my other video. They're more like what people call banana clips. And that's just to fit the 7.62 by 39 round in here. And this holds 30 rounds. I got this from Midway USA, and they said this is an AR Stoner magazine. But when I got it, it had ASC on the bottom right here. Now, in my other video, I showed you guys how I cut this away as like, you know, making sure that the fucking magazine feeds and whatnot. With this one, I just left it alone completely just to see how it feeds. As you saw in the video before this one, it fed perfectly fine. And there is nothing wrong with this magazine. I've dropped them a whole bunch of times and no permanent dents. You have a little bit of scratching, whatever, but that's from going in and out of the firearm. But other than that, magazines are good to go. I think that's going to show up backwards, but you guys get the gist. All right. Another thing I did with this upper, as I did with the other upper, is I got an enhanced, fucking dog hair everywhere, an enhanced firing pin. The stock firing pin that comes with this upper is shorter. Like the tip of it is it's shorter. So the enhanced firing pin, what it does, it elongates the tip of it so it can actually plow through steel-tipped primers, okay? Have I ever fired this upper with the regular firing pin? No, but I did not want to take my chances, so I just got the enhanced firing pin just to avoid any light primer strikes or anything like that. So got that out of the way. All right, another thing is the recoil of this. The recoil is not 5.56. I'm gonna tell you this right now. It's not at all. It thumps. It lets you know it's a different caliber. It lets you know it's a heavier projectile going down range. This upper has a very consistent ejection pattern. So it's like, all right, cool. It thumps. But just like with my 308, I am getting rid of this flash hider. This thing don't hide flashes for shit. In the video, I'm at the range, and motherfuckers looking, seeing where all this flashing is coming from, because this is a 10.5 inch barrel. This is not enough of length to burn up all that, all the gunpowder. So as soon as it hits the air, it ignites, and there that goes. So if I was to take my Ruger NPR with an 18-inch barrel, that thing doesn't flash for shit. But this, I'm putting a... Since it flashes anyway, I'm just going to put a muzzle brake on it. And the muzzle brake is going to be like my 308, where it's like bang and holy shit status. It'll light up anything. But then again, I'm not trying to be Ricky Recon hiding in trees, you know, trying to snipe people with a 10.5 inch barrel. So this is definitely going to get a muzzle brake on it, and we'll see how that works. It worked great on my 308. My 308 actually kicks like this. I could shoot it offhand and still manage myself without falling back or anything. So other than that, just the screws right here, take them out, take off this sleeve, then take all your set screws out, Loctite them down. When you put these screws back, Loctite them down. I don't plan on putting any crazy fore ends or anything on here, so that's why I Loctited them down. JB weld your charging handle to the screw. That will help you a lot. It has not come loose. Okay, let me go through one more thing and then we will call it quits. So to take this bolt out, you'll notice that there's this thing in the back right here, and you're like, what the hell is that? So to take the bolt out, you have to unscrew the charging handle regardless, and then you have to unscrew this so that your gas key can come out. So then you take your 2 fingers, and there it is right there, okay? This is clean, so I'm not gonna take this completely apart. I will, if you want me to, just let me know. Other than that, this baby's going back together. And that's all there is to it. So, my opinion on side charging versus rear charging, I love it because I'm left-handed. So I could just click and then I go. Also, if you want to put a scope on a side charging upper, I think that's the best thing in the world, because having a rear charging upper like this, you know, I'm all up in my scope. I'm all up in it. And then also, let's say if I have a malfunction, tap rack. Guess what I'm gonna have to do when I rack? I'm gonna have to move my damn face because I'm gonna get punched in the face with this shit. So, alright guys, that's all I'm gonna give you guys insight on. Highly suggest you getting it. As you also noticed too, my ARs are constantly just dripping wet, and I don't mean that in any nasty way, fashion, form at all. ARs are supposed to be extremely moist. Anyway, you guys have a good day, and I'll talk to you later.